Hey, this is Taylor here at Truck World RVA. Today we're going to take some time and look at this 2021 Kenworth T270. It's a 26,000 GVWR under CDL weight. It's powered by a PX9, 350 horsepower Paccar PX9 mated to an Allison automatic transmission. Has a little over 103,000 miles on it and just under 3,600 total engine hours. So pretty low usage overall on the truck. Has a 40-gallon fresh and a 40-gallon waste tank in it with the evac rails up top underneath the crane. It's an 11-foot Summit service body with a Summit 10620 crane, a Miller Bobcat welder. We are going to put leads as well in the truck to go with the welder. It doesn't have any leads in it right now. Hydraulic outriggers, hydraulic air compressor, one set of drawers. Now the goal of these videos is to show you everything about the truck as if you were here looking at it in person. So if you do have any additional questions or if you need any more photos or videos, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487 anytime. Factory paint is intact on this body. This is not one that we've sandblasted and repainted. The bed still shows pretty well like new. Really no dings, dents or scratches to point out on the body. It's an air ride rear and locking rear end, air brakes, pretty clean underneath. Really no rust to point out. Bed floor, frame rails are all dry, bin floors are all dry and free of rust. The first half of the video, I'll go around the exterior of the truck. We'll look inside all the bins, inside the cab of the truck. In the second half of the video, I'll do a cold start, take it for a quick drive down the cul-de-sac, look at the engine, and then I'll run all the equipment on it. Air ride seat, no rips or tears on the seat itself. You have your factory control panel for the service body lighting, PTO, rear view camera. There's your truck specs right there. Power locks, power windows. Drive tires have plenty of tread remaining on them. Now this truck has been fully serviced and inspected. Everything on it works as it should. If you'd like a copy of the repairs just completed prior to us offering it for sale, just let me know and I can send that over to you. We do have a little paint chip here on the grille surround. No other rock chips really to notate over either one of the headlights. A couple more little ones here in that grille surround. No damage to the chrome front bumper. A little bit of damage here on the side of the cab, just some dents. A little bit of paint damage here on this top cab corner. It looks like maybe that pulley block hung a little too low and was smacking the side of the cab there, maybe down here as well. Now once again, it's an 11-foot Summit service body. Bed liner is intact down both sides, as well as on the workbench rear bumper. And then again, like I said, this is not one we've repainted. But it shows like new basically down both sides. All the doors close, latch, lock, and seal as they should. We do have the bin keys, and all these latches are keyed the same, off the same key. You have your oxygen acetylene rail and this torch cabinet. Torch bottle racks here. And then a couple sets of shelves. Now you can adjust the height of these shelves, move them up and down as you desire. Just loosen that bolt there. And it has that inner track system to slide the shelves up and down. 2 sets of shelves inside this passenger 2 compartment. Again, we didn't install these drive tires either, but they have plenty of tread remaining on them. Bunch of extra dividers here for the different drawer sets. One nice wide shelf here over this compartment. A couple spots here just of paint chipping that are kind of rusted where the paint's chipped off. Now this body has interior compartment lighting as well as exterior lighting. You have an LED light on each side as well as 2 on the rear of the bed. This panel right here controls your outriggers, all your body lighting. Manual controls for the crane are on this panel as well. You can start and stop the truck, turn the PTO on, turn the compressor on, basically run everything right off this panel. The factory wireless remote will also turn the truck on and off and run the compressor. 2 little drawers down here in this compartment. And then you have your Hannay hose reel, air regulator, and dryer. This hose reel is routed right outside of the back of the compartment here. Out of that little door. Pass-through storage bins in the bumper. It looks like there's the welding leads that I said weren't on the truck. So we can pull those out of the bumper and put them in one of the compartments, but it looks like it does have the leads. Workbench rear bumper. Tow hitch receiver, rear view camera in the bumper as well. A little bit of damage to the bed liner just on that bumper edge there, and then a little bit peeling off here on the tailgate. I'll have to take a look at that latch. One of these is not catching. We'll either adjust that latch or replace that latch on the tailgate. You have factory tie downs inside of the bed. And again, you got your 2 LED lights up there in the headache rack, and then 2 more back here as well. It does come with the Miller Bobcat 250 welder. That's mounted right up there. And then the Vanair RC40 hydraulic compressor. Outrigger pads there. One more shelf up top there, one more shelf down at the bottom here. This drawer goes to something else. Doesn't belong in this truck. One wide shelf over this driver wheel well compartment. Another set of drawers here in the driver 2 compartment. It's another full set of Summit drawers. And then in the driver 1 compartment, 2 more sets of shelves. Again, dividers inside those. Batteries are located down here at the very bottom. You have your master disconnect switch there for the batteries. And then the compressor shows 29 total hours. That about wraps up the cosmetic portion of this video. I'm gonna hop in the truck and take it for a quick spin, and we'll run all the equipment on it when I get back. 103,439 on the miles. Waiting on the hours to load. 36:02 on the hours. test that rear view camera. It might not be plugged in. Again, 350 horsepower PX9, made it to an Allison automatic. Under CDL, air ride, and locking rear. Pretty nicely equipped truck. Hard to find that heavier spec engine in a 270 under CDL. Gets up and goes, plenty of power. Nice tight turning radius. I'm going to back it in here and then we'll take a look at the engine. Now once again, there's interior compartment lighting throughout. All the lighting on the truck is run off this panel in the back here. You can go home, go to lighting, we'll go to all lights. That will command all the lights on. So you have your side mount lights, your interior compartment lights. You have your two rear work lights here on the back of the body. You have your strobes up there in the headache rack, two lights up there. So lots of lighting all the way around on this bed. Now all the compartment lights are that LED light strip up in the top of the compartment there. Now back from this panel, I don't have to get in the truck to turn the PTO on. I can come back here, I can go to hydraulics, turn the PTO on, you can also idle the truck up. The outriggers. The remote again is a factory wireless unit, so there's no trigger here to control the speed. The speed is all controlled off your joysticks here. Again, it's a 10620 series crane, so 10,000 pound maximum lifting capacity, two-stage hydraulic extension out to 20 feet of total boom reach. I'm going to run the crane all the way out to its maximum extension. Release the tension on that winch cable. Should fall right off the hook there. You can do dual function, so if I throw it down in this bottom corner, I'm extending out while I'm winching down. So that dual function you can do, you know, up and around, out and winch down, in and winch up. but super nice speed control off those joysticks. Plenty of thickness left on the wear pads here. These wear pads on the main boom we just replaced. Those are brand new. Now to run the compressor, you can do it off the panel, or you can click this button up right here. That'll command the compressor on. You can turn the compressor off from that button as well. Cuts out right there around 1. So here you can turn the compressor off from the panel as well. So again, everything from the back panel, idle down, PTO off, and then you can turn the engine itself off as well. So once again, it's a 2021 Kenworth T270, 103,000 miles, 3,600 total engine hours, powered by a Paccar PX9, under CDL, air ride and locking rear, with a Summit service body and a 10620 crane. If you have any questions or need any additional photos, videos, or information, call or text 804-716-8487. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video.